Well, this is kind of crazy because you've been hearing about the TikTok countdown happening on Sunday. The app is no longer going to be appearing in your app store. It's going bye-bye. And apparently there might be some functions that could be happening from other producers that might affect the way the content even looks on your phone, even if you don't need to download it new again. But I thought this was rather crazy because I saw as people are anticipating what might be happening on Sunday, there's all kind of fights that are going on. People are trying to get at the Supreme Court and they want to get some kind of ruling before then. You got people like Elon Musk that's trying to buy it. That Kevin O'Leary, the Shark Tank guy, he wants to buy it. They say they're not selling it.
Mr. Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful. He's doing all kinds of things that he can possibly do to try to get in and make these business deals. And so far, ByteDance, who owns TikTok, they're saying, kiss it, not for sale. We don't care. We'll bury this thing before anything else. So now other people are turning to the alternative for what they're going to do for TikTok. To me, Instagram seems to be the answer, but apparently we just can't go with that because it's too simple. So now they say the number one app in the Apple App Store is a TikTok ripoff called RedNote. They say it's similar to Instagram. Okay, well then why don't you just get Instagram?
RedNote.
They say it started in 2013 as a shopping platform, but then they said, wait a minute, we could make more money just trying to do what TikTok does. And by July of this last year, the app was valued at $17 billion. That's pretty impressive.
Wow.
But here's the issue. It's a Chinese-owned app. So isn't that the problem with TikTok in the first place? So why are we racing to another Chinese-owned app to replace the Chinese-owned app that's about to be banned because it's Chinese-owned?
Will the same thing happen?
I would imagine so.
You sound like Seinfeld right now. What's the deal?
I don't get it. Can somebody explain this insanity to me? Because that doesn't make any sense to me. I just don't get it. What are we doing? So that is the latest. RedNote is it. Go get it before they cancel it next week.
All right, do you have to start uploading things to RedNote for the show? Get used to RedNote now?
RedNote is now your place where you have to put all kind of videos and your life adventures.
Yeah, I just realized now as we kind of gone through this for about 20 years, we've had social media. And it's kind of like your once favorite restaurant that's just disappeared. Just how many different social media concepts are percolating up and then just simmer down to nothing. You know, we've talked about MySpace, probably the most famous failed platform that you had. You had Google Plus that did not do anything. You had Periscope that didn't do anything.
Vine, that one out.
Yeah,
Vine,
that's true.
Gone. And my buddy the other day, he said, wow, he said, I just realized the last time I texted you, we were talking about, what was it? It was supposed to be a chat app.
Threads?
It wasn't Threads. No, it was like Community or something along those lines. I can't even remember what it was.
There's so many, Kevin.
It was supposed to be a community thing where you could go in there and you could have almost like a chat room, but people could all be talking to each other.
Discord?
No, that's not even it. I know. There's so many that have come
There's
up and
so
gone
many.
down. I can't even remember what it's called now. But it was, I remember, for about 3 months, they were trying to tell us this is going to be the hot new social media platform. You got to get it. And we kind of got on it. I messed around with it for a day, and I was like, I don't know.
What if it comes out that the ByteDance people also own this new Chinese app?
I don't know.
Don't be surprised.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised.
Yeah.
Because they probably, as soon as the U.S. started rumbling about, we're going to get rid of TikTok, a smart person, which I'm sure there are plenty of smart people behind TikTok, probably said, okay, they're going to shut down TikTok. Let's start a new one right now that we have to replace TikTok. So they'll be so focused on banning TikTok, they won't even notice Red Nose or Red Tape or whatever the hell it's called.
Right, yeah. I hear you. Yeah, it's pretty fascinating what is going on here right now. Now, some of the comments that we got in, somebody texted in, they said, in regards to RedNote, Gen Z and millennials are trying to stick it to the man by choosing another Chinese app because we don't care and we don't think it's that big of a deal. Okay.
Well, okay.
Well, they think that our government is being silly and has ulterior motives for why they're shutting down TikTok. That it really has nothing to do with what they say it has to do with.
Gosh, it's so tough because I don't trust the government, but I also don't trust the TikTokers.
Thank you.
Good gosh.
Yeah.
You can't really trust any of them, honestly.
Well, I'm not really sure who you can trust, but I know who you can't, and that's the Chinese. And that's the one thing I do know. Of all these little things that are out there, I don't trust the Chinese Communist Party.
The government of the
They
China.
are gunning for us.
So the young people are wrong by not being afraid of the Chinese.
I just don't think that they have enough of an awareness of what they're doing and how it can be impacted.
And how they govern their people.
Yeah.
And how different
right.
it is in China than it is in the U.S.
Yeah. So I believe that Chinese threat is real. Now, is TikTok really an effective weapon for them? That I'm not sure of, but I am pretty sure that I don't trust the Chinese. Now, they said in this text, in regards to Instagram, it has features that are not as good as TikTok and RedNote, such as the inability to pause videos or watch them on 2x speed. Okay. To me, I'm really surprised that Instagram has not just tried to adopt every feature that TikTok has. Can they not figure out the technology, or do they think it's not a great feature? Because it sounds like that's why people love TikTok.
I mean, they really need to just immediately put every single cool thing about TikTok on their platform, because that's what all the influencers on TikTok are saying right now. They're saying, go follow me on other platforms. Here's my Instagram. Here's my X. Here's my this. Here's my that. Mm-hmm. They're all doing it because they're afraid that, come Sunday, TikTok's going bye-bye, and they don't want to lose all their influence.
Another text says, people don't want Instagram because of who owns it. The other owners of the high-volume social media apps have been against TikTok from the beginning. So I guess for us, it's TikTok loyalty. So they're loyal to it. I understand that. Just as a brand, I get why you like TikTok. I understand why you'd want to stay with TikTok. Content, arguably better. Features, arguably better.
I think we should get rid of all of them and start just writing letters to one another again.
What an old man thing to say.
I don't know. I think it would bring back some civility.
I don't know, old man. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting that toothpaste back in the tube, as they say.
No, I hear it. It's heroin. It's out there. They're
Yeah.
addicted to it.
It's done, baby.
I think we need a social media account. The question is which one. And yeah, it does seem like pretty much everyone who owns a social media platform is unlikable for one reason or another.
You're right. You're every single. The only one that was likable was Tom, but nice guys finished last. So he's gone.
He's gone. They took him out. The only guy we liked, and he's out of here.
This is how we do. It's the KVJ Show.